When considering a major construction project, one of the first hurdles is finding sufficient space in the preferred location. This is where land assembly can help. When a residential or commercial property developer needs a sufficient space for a substantial project, they sometimes find ways to buy multiple adjacent plots in one area, so that they can create sufficient land to make the project viable. This is essentially what land assembly means: grouping together adjoining plots of land to merge them into one larger plot of land. On its own, a plot of land may be too small to viably develop. However, by combining it with other plots of land and making it larger, it's likely to then become a more attractive prospect. Also, if you're wondering how to value your land, you need to consider land assembly as a possibility. Being part of a much bigger development proposition often increases the individual value of each plot. Acquiring planning permission can be one of the more frustrating and encumbering procedures when it comes to land development, and this is no exception in the case of land assembly. By working collaboratively with other landowners, it's often much easier to get planning permission. When considering the prospect of land assembly, it's important to seek out professional advice first. If you'd like assistance with the procedure of land assembly, get in touch with us today. One of the easiest ways to bring forward a land assembly site is to work with a highly experienced and competent developer. Developers who have delivered numerous such sites know how best to negotiate with all the individual landowners and any legal and planning issues on the site. Additionally, an experienced developer will also know how best to put together the correct parcels of land in order to extract the best value. Working with a developer substantially increases the chances that you'll receive the best possible price, so you won't have to fret over whether you could have earned more money from the sale. Lastly, one of the most attractive advantages of working with a developer is that they are responsible for paying all the costs of putting the site together, as well as taking that site through the planning process. This alleviates a great deal of workload for the seller. The concept of land assembly doesn't just apply to large-scale development sites and collaborative agreements between landowners. It's also possible to use land assembly to release the value of a relatively small plot, such as a garden. This can allow you to release some extra cash from your home. If you can form an agreement with your neighbors, the land parcels you assemble could become a far more viable proposition. For some homeowners, land assembly is a great way to sell an external area and create capital to improve or to move. If you're selling land or developing it within a land assembly collaboration, contact us for a free quote with no obligations. We support construction projects nationwide and provide a wealth of experience and expertise to fruitful construction partnerships.